Today we're going to look at how you can make multiple box plots using TI Inspire. So we'll have this handout in class, and it kind of goes step by step, which I'll show you right now. All right, so it says preparing the document. Let's open a new document. All right, so new document, and we're going to add a notes sheet and call it multiple box plots. To get the capital letter, it says on the sheet that you can hit the shift button and then the letter to get capital. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add a new page, a new list and spreadsheet like we've been practicing in class, except we're going to add more than one list. So far in class we've been only doing one list at a time. So if we hit Control Doc, that adds a page, we're going to add a list and spreadsheet, and we're going to go ahead and name them. So there's this table, and I'll move this up here. Harris, Smith, and Brown. We want it to look like this though, so we're going to make the columns vertical. And we're going to call them Harris, Smith, and Brown. So this would be Harris and Smith and Brown. And we're going to go ahead and put the numbers. So we're going to put Harris's numbers in the first column, then Smith's, then Brown's in the third column. And I already did that ahead of time, so I'm going to pull mine up. Okay, so here's multiple box plots. I put in all their numbers. So the next step is creating a box plot. Statistics graphing is done through the Data and Statistics application. So we're going to add a new page and add a Data and Statistics page. So if we hit Control Doc, adds a new page, and we're going to add a Data and Statistics. And it looks like I only have Browns here. Is it because I was just highlighting Brown? No. All right, so now it says, move the cursor to the bottom of the page where it says click to add variable, and press this button right here, select one of the students, and we'll have the dot plot of that data. To change the dot plot, select menu, plot type, box plot. So right now I have Brown here, or I can do Smith or Harris. I'm going to do Brown first. I'm going to go to menu, plot type, box plot. And here's what the box plot looks like for Brown. Okay. Creating a parallel box plot, select menu, plot properties, add X variable. So menu, plot properties, add X variable, and let's add Harris. Okay, and it's kind of cool, you can see the 5-number summary here. Here's the minimum, Q1, the median, Q3, and the maximum. Okay, let's do it again. Let's see if that's what it tells us to do. Yep, repeat steps so that all of them are on the same table. So again, it was menu, plot properties, add X variable, and let's do Smith. All right, so we can see all the different data right here. Just by looking at the list, you wouldn't be able to tell that Brown's test scores are the most consistent, where Smith, even though he has the highest test score, his are more spread out. His minimum was way smaller than Brown or Harris. Okay, so next, it says move the cursor to find each value. Kind of looked at that. You can change the color by going to Edit, Doc, Edit Color, Color Fill, which I already have that, so I'm not going to do that. We can see the 3 colors pretty clearly. Okay, so once we have that, it says which student seems to have the best grades, which student is most consistent in his or her grades, and if the box plot whiskers had been extended so you were unaware that Brown's minimum score of 60 was an outlier, would that change your, I wonder if it, okay. All right, so again, in class, we're going to take a look at answering these questions here about consistent grading, comparing the grades, what would be an estimate for the average. You can see the median, and it tells you how to find the actual value of the means. So let's try that. We're going to select menu, analyze, plot value. So menu, analyze, plot value, and what does it say to do after that? Use the alphabet keys to type in mean Harris and then press enter. Okay, so mean Harris. Okay, so we can see the average for Harris. Very cool. Okay. How did the mean compare to the median? Well, the mean is a lot less than the median. So here's the median, which was 84. Okay, repeat the steps for Smith and Brown. How does the mean compare to the median? So how does the average compare to the middle? How well did your estimate match the actual value? Record the 5-number summary and then answer the following questions. Okay, so again, this podcast kind of showed you how to make these 3. We can see the 5-number summaries by hovering over it. And now we actually know how to make this average line. Again, if we go to Menu, Analyze, Plot Value, we could find the mean for Brown, and we could find the mean for Harris as well. And you can compare them. So this is Brown. You can see it's lower than the median and so on. So in class, we'll answer the questions by looking at the data. So this podcast just kind of shows you how to type things in.